Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, dear students. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hope you are doing good at your homes now, inshallah. Dear students, we are entered now in our second week of our block 1 week 2 program that is done by OSP online support program. And dear students, we are observing our prescribed syllabus of English class 10 and our English grammar composition. These are the resources material for you. You can understand it and learn the name of your book as well. And here are some instructions you have to follow for your study of the online support program. And after studying this, let's move to our today's task. So prior knowledge is must for your better understanding. So dear students, previously we were understanding about the chapter 1 that was on the topic of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an embodiment of justice. So dear student, we have learned from the comprehension, from reading comprehension, that Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was a perfect model as a justice person, and not only justice but true model of a great human being. Next thing we learned about him was that he was a person who wants to get highest place in society, can follow his life in every field of life, as a common man and as a young man, as a head of state and as a businessman, or as a friend or as a teacher. So we learn different traits from the Holy Prophet personality, and overwhelming trait of sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the justice. He was very justable person. He was very equitable person to all human being. For all the person, he was crossing the barrier of time and ages for all the humanity, from the starting to the end of the universe. He was an embodiment of justice. Second thing we learned about the previous lecture was articles. One was definite and second one was indefinite article. We had learned the usage of article in the chapter. And third thing we learned was our punctuation marks. We had learned different types of punctuation marks for and usage in our reading. So dear students, let's move to today's topic. It is also from our chapter Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an embodiment of justice, and the topics are from the grammar topic, and second is the supplementary of our first topic, and second one is about the writing task. So first topic is past indefinite and supplementary is past continuous tense, that is on your page number 10 of your textbook. And second task is about writing an essay on Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an exemplary judge. The paragraph or an essay should be 220 to 250 words, and it is the question statement is on your page number 13. So dear students, we will learn and understand first of all the past indefinite tense, right? So here is your CW. What you have to do is your grammar page number 10. You have to complete the part D in your textbook, and then you have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of verb. Recall your previous day and write a few sentences. For example, the children were playing in the garden when it started rain, etc. Write 10 more sentences using both tenses together. Underline the verbs in the tenses. First, you have to write about some sentences from past event, from past tense simple, and then you have to produce more 10 sentences for your past continuous tense, and then you have to underline the verbs in the tenses, right? So dear students, our first topic is about past indefinite tense. So dear student, we understand that past tense is used to express that action was done in the past time. For example, girls sang a song. In this tense, second form of verb is used. In negative sentences, did not with the first form of verb is used. I did not finish my work. In interrogative sentences, did is used in the beginning of the sentence. For example, did you learn your lesson? So these are three types of our sentences. One is affirmative, second is negative, and third one is interrogative. But we understand that past indefinite tense is the thing, is a type of tense जिसमें उर्दू के जुमले के आखिर में ये, बढ़िए, छोटिए या अलफ वगैरह आए तो वो जुमला फ़ेल माजी का होता है। उसको तर्जमा करने का तरीका ये है कि इस किस्म के फ़ेल का अंग्रेज़ी में तर्जमा करने के लिए हर किस्म के फ़ाइल के साथ फ़ेल की दूसरी फॉर्म लगाई जाती है। फ़ाइल खा वाहिद हो या जमा, माजी मुतलक, मस्बत जुमलों में तर्जमा करते वक्त दूसरी फॉर्म ही इस्तेमाल की जाती है। जैसा कि तर्जमा करने की तरतीब है कि सबसे पहले सब्जेक्ट आता है, देन फिर सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब आती है और आखिर में ऑब्जेक्ट आता है। फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, हम उर्दू में सेंटेंस लेते हैं, मैंने चाय पी। अब इसके अंदर हम ये देखते हैं कि सबसे पहले आता है मैं, और मैं जो है वो है सब्जेक्ट, और चाय जो है वो आपका चाय पी, चाय जो है वो आपका ऑब्जेक्ट है, और पीना यानी पीना जो है वो हमारा क्या है, एक्शन है। सो हमने देखा कि सबसे पहले हमने सब्जेक्ट को लिया और फिर उसके बाद हमने ऑब्जेक्ट को लिया और फिर उसके बाद हमने वर्ब को। आमतौर पर पहले सब्जेक्ट आता है और फिर वर्ब आता है और फिर देन ऑब्जेक्ट, मगर इसमें हम देख रहे हैं कि उर्दू के ट्रांसलेशन के अंदर ऐसा नहीं हो सका, लेकिन इसमें कोई मसला नहीं है। एंड देन मैंने ख़त लिखा, मैंने ख़त लिखा, ख़त लिखना इज़ एज एन एक्शन एंड ख़त इज़ ऑब्जेक्ट एंड मैं इज़ सब्जेक्ट। तो मनफी फ़िक्रा में फ़ाइल के बाद डिड नॉट और इसके बाद फ़ेल की पहली फॉर्म लगाई जाती है। यानी आम तौर पर जो अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंसेस होते हैं, कॉमन सेंटेंसेस होते हैं, आम सेंटेंसेस होते हैं, फ़ेल माजी के सादा जुमले होते हैं, उसके अंदर हम जो है वो फ़ेल की दूसरी फॉर्म लगाते हैं, ठीक है। जबकि इसके मनफी फ़िक्रे बनाते वक्त हम डिड नॉट के साथ हम फ़ेल की पहली फॉर्म लगाते हैं, जैसा कि हफीज़ ने मेरी मदद नहीं की। तो हम लिखेंगे, इसको ट्रांसलेट करते हैं, हफीज़ जो हमारा सब्जेक्ट है, डिड लगाते हैं, ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब होता है, और नॉट जो है वो नेगेटिव सेंटेंस को शो कर रहा है, और हेल्प जो है वो हमारी So dear students, हमने ये सीखा, we had learned that in our simple past tenses, simple past tense, we use second form of verb after the subject. Second form of verb is used while making negative sentences. We use did, and after that there will be not, as these are the negative sentences, and but we use first form of verb after the did not, right? Like हफीज़ ने मेरी मदद नहीं की, हफीज़ did not help me, and उन्होंने रेडियो सेट ना ख़रीदा, they did not buy a radio set. So हमने observe किया, we observe that after the did not, we are observing that in past tense, in past simple or past indefinite tense, we use first form of verb in negative sentences. इसमें ऐसे काम को जाहिर करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है जो पास्ट में हुआ हो. सिर्फ इस टेंस में सेकंड वर्ब लगाई जाती है, मगर सवालिया जुमलों के बाद और नफ़ी जुमलों के बाद डिड नॉट के बाद जो है वो वर्ब की पहली फॉर्म लगती है, ठीक है. एंड देन आम तौर पर इसकी शनाख्त जो है वो सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब है, मगर इसके सवालिया जुमलों और नफ़ी जुमलों में ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब के साथ पहली फॉर्म इस्तेमाल की जाती है, वर्ब की पहली फॉर्म इस्तेमाल की जाती है. So we can say that past indefinite or past simple is the tense that is used to talk about an action that happened in the past. It may be happened a little time ago or in long time back in past. Usually expression of time is present in sentence, and the sentence structure is subject plus verb second form plus object plus past time expression. So we are observing that subject is the person that doing the thing, like actor, like Jenny, and verb is the thing that done by a person, like actor or Jenny, and actions are action. For example, loves, as Jenny loves. Object. So what is object? We learn and understand that things that has something done to it by the person, by the subject, is called an object. An object is the thing that is acted on, and action is painting. So we learn that Jenny loves painting is containing subject as Jenny, verb loves, and object is painting. So we understand that subject is a noun or pronoun, while verb is an action, is a doing, is a deed of a person or a noun or a pronoun, while object are the thing or the model that is being observed the action. Like loves is, by love is painting being done by the Jenny. So subject, verb and objects are the main part of any sentence. So here we are observing the same ingredient in past indefinite tense. So dear student, we understand that present indefinite tense usually or as usual containing three types of sentences according to mood or according to description. One is positive, second one is negative, third one is interrogative. Positive sentences are also called affirmative sentences, and the construction of past indefinite tense is subject. Sorry, here is written present indefinite tense, but I was talking past indefinite tense. Somewhere it got mistake, so I apologize for that it is written over here a present indefinite tense, but it is about past tense. So subject plus second form of verb plus object is the construction of positive sentence, while in negative sentences again we see that subject is on first place while verb is on second place and object is in the last place. So we see that subject plus did plus not plus verb's first form plus object is present, while in interrogative sentences we see that subject is on the first place and auxiliary verb plus did plus first form of verb is present over here. Like past indefinite affirmative sentences, हमने नया कलम खरीदा. खरीदा alif आ रहा है and alif is telling us about the past. खरीदा near past और खरीद के ख़त्म हो गया, and हमने नया कलम खरीदा. हम is subject, नया कलम is an object and खरीदा is an action and that is verb. And we see that we use second form of verb after the subject, and here subject or noun or pronoun is we, and bought is the second form of verb and new pen is an object, while second sentence is वो पार्टी में पहुंची. Again we observe that वो is subject or noun or pronoun, or the lady name, maybe Hina or whatever, you can assume any name. वो party is an object और पहुंची is a verb. वो पार्टी में पहुंची. She reached in a party. So reached is the second form of verb and she is the subject, and subject is noun and it can be a pronoun, and here in this case we are observing a pronoun. Pronoun is a subject over here and reached is the second form of verb. In a party is an object. So she reached in a party is a tense of sentence of past indefinite affirmative sentence, and here it is negative sentence. Again वही बात बता रहे हैं कि नफ़ी के फ़िक्रों का तर्जुमा करने के लिए सब्जेक्ट के बाद did not और इसके बाद वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म इस्तेमाल की जाती है. जैसा कि लिखा हुआ आप देख रहे हैं, इसने फ़कीर की मदद ना की. नेगेटिव इज़ अबाउट ना, नहीं, नॉट डन के बारे में, नेगेटिविटी के बारे में आता है. तो हम देख रहे हैं कि ना इस्तेमाल हुआ है, उसमें जो है वो डिड नॉट लगता है और देन फर्स्ट फॉर्म यूज हो जाती है. उसने फ़कीर की मदद ना की. अब उस इज़ अ सब्जेक्ट एंड फ़कीर इज़ द beggar, that is object, and मदद ना की is a मदद, help, and मदद is a verb and it is used in first form of verb. Did not is an auxiliary verb, right? So he did not help the beggar. Next one is उमर ने मदाखलत नहीं की. Umar is a person, that is a noun and that is pronoun, that can be pronoun as well, and madakhlat is interrupt. So dear students, we had learned that in negative sentences there is first form of verb after did not. So उमर ने मदाखलत नहीं की. Umar didn't interrupt. So here are interrogative sentences. And हम ये देखते हैं कि सवालिया बनाने के लिए did को शुरू में लिखें और verb की पहली फॉर्म इस्तेमाल करें. Did is an auxiliary verb and auxiliary verb will come in front of the interrogative sentence, right? And then there will be did and then object and then object. वो लाहौर कब पहुँचे? When did they reach Lahore? When. From starting they use when, where, and did can also come in the start of the sentence, right? And then did they reach Lahore? क्या तुम रोज़ाना पढ़ते थे? Did you study every day? अगर सवालिया फ़िक्रा नफ़ी का हो तो डिड नॉट को सब्जेक्ट के पहले या डिड को सब्जेक्ट के पहले और नॉट को सब्जेक्ट के बाद भी इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. जैसे क्या वो कॉलेज नहीं गया? डिड ही नॉट गो टू कॉलेज? ये भी ठीक है. और डिड नॉट ही गो टू कॉलेज? क्या वो कॉलेज नहीं गया? इस किस्म का स्ट्रक्चर भी बेहतर है, ये ठीक किया जाता है. समटाइम्स किसी बात पर जोर देने के लिए भी सब्जेक्ट के बाद डिड इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. व्हेनेवर देयर इज स्ट्रेस इन सम पर्टिकुलर वर्ड्स देन डिड नॉट इज यूज्ड आफ्टर द सब्जेक्ट. ही डिड फुलफिल हिज प्रॉमिस. उसने ज़रूर अपना वादा पूरा किया होगा. ही डिड फुलफिल हिज प्रॉमिस. इसने ज़रूर मेरी कार चुराई थी. He did steal my car, right? So let's move to the exercise. And exercise is about कि उर्दू में हमने इसको ट्रांसलेट करना है और देखते हैं कि हम इसको कैसे कर पाएंगे. कि वो कहते हैं कि लोगों ने बाग में जलसा किया. लोगों ने बाग में जलसा किया. सो वो हम लिखेंगे कैसे. हम इसको सिंपल पॉजिटिव में देखेंगे. पॉजिटिव सेंटेंसेस हैं या अफर्मेटिव सेंटेंसेस हैं. तो हम देखते हैं कि लोगों ने बाग में जलसा किया. पीपल जलसा किया. पीपल डिड द procession in the बाग, in the garden. We can use बाग as well as garden over here. And next one is हमने आपका इंतज़ार किया. हमने आपका, हम is subject, आपका is object and इंतज़ार is verb. So we'll use second form of verb in इंतज़ार because इंतज़ार is an action. So we say we waited for you. We waited for you. Next is उन्होंने हमारे मशवरे पर अमल किया. उन्होंने हमारे मशवरे, उन्हों कौन है? ऑब्जेक्ट है. और हमारे मशवरे पर अमल किया. अमल करना इज़ एन एक्शन एंड हमारा मशवरा इज़ ऑब्जेक्ट. तो उन्होंने सब्जेक्ट है, हमारा मशवरा ऑब्जेक्ट है और अमल इज़ एन एक्शन. दे एक्टेड अपॉन आवर ओपिनियन. नेक्स्ट इज आपने मेरे भाई की देखभाल की. यू टेक केयर माई ब्रदर. टेक केयर इज टेक केयर नहीं आएगा, टुक केयर. यू टुक केयर माई ब्रदर. मुसाफिरों ने जंगल में आग लगाई. मुसाफिरों ने जंगल में आग लगाई. पैसेंजर्स blow the passengers or travelers, blowed the fire in jungle. Yeah, or we can say the traveler burned the fire in jungle. नेक औरत ने यतीम बच्चे की परवरिश की एंड उसने मेरी नसीहत पर अमल नहीं किया, उसने फ़कीर की मदद ना की। क्या वो रोज़ाना वर्जिश करते थे, इसने तुम्हारी तल्ख बातों का बुरा ना मनाया। तो आप देखते हैं, यू सी दैट उन्होंने फ़कीर की मदद ना की एंड उसने मेरी नसीहत पर अमल नहीं किया इज़ अ नेगेटिव सेंटेंस एंड वी सी एंड वी हैव टू पुट first form of verb after did not. उसने मेरी नसीहत पर अमल नहीं किया. He did not act upon my advice. Next one is उन्होंने फ़कीर की मदद ना की. They did not help the beggar. And क्या वो रोज़ाना वर्जिश करते थे एंड क्या उसने तुम्हारी तल्ख बातों का बुरा न मनाया. सो इसने तुम्हारी तल्ख बातों का बुरा न मनाया इज़ अ नेगेटिव सेंटेंसेस. वी विल लीव इट एज इट इज़. यू विल डू इट फॉर योर एज योर नेगेटिव सेंटेंस एंड वी विल डू ओनली वन. नंबर 9, क्या वो रोज़ाना वर्जिश करते थे. अब हम इसमें देखेंगे कि हमने इसको कैसे करना है, क्योंकि हमने इसके जो है ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब है उसको हम फर्स्ट करेंगे और देन फिर हम उसके वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म यूज़ करेंगे एंड देन विल पुट द क्वेश्चन मार्क एट द एंड ऑफ द सेंटेंस. क्या वो रोज़ाना वर्जिश करते थे. डिड दे एक्सरसाइज रेगुलरली. डिड दे एक्सरसाइज रेगुलरली. दैट इज़ इट फॉर आवर past tense or simple past or past indefinite tense. So let's move to past continuous. And past continuous tense tells us that it is used to describe parallel action and it is used to describe what someone was doing at particular point in the time in the past somewhere, because it is past continuous tense, and to express interrupted action in the past or to describe repetition and irritation. So we see that if in a positive sentences or affirmative sentences we use as plus was verb plus be plus ing. Simple verb the first form is used, and then second form in the interrogative we see that subject plus was verb plus not plus verb plus ing is used in negative sentences. And in affirmative sentence was and were comes at the start and then there is subject then plus verb plus ing and then question mark at the end of the sentence. And look, see, positive form is used subject plus was verb plus ing. V is for verb and with ing is telling us that by using the verb with ing is become a past continuous tense. Similarly, in negative sentence, subject plus was verb plus not plus ving. Again, ving mean verb form plus ing, and then there is question or interrogative sentence that is telling us that was and verb in the start of the place, and then there is subject and then there is starting plus ving, right? So ऐसे काम को जाहिर करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया जाता है जो पास्ट में जारी था. इस टेंस की उर्दू में निशानियाँ कि इसके आखिर में रहा था, रहे हैं, थी वगैरह आता है. ही शी इट और सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट के बाद वॉज और प्लूरल आई वो यू के साथ वर्ड लगता है. इसके बाद वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म के साथ ing लगता है. जैसा बूढ़ा आदमी सर्दी से कांप रहा था. द ओल्ड मैन वॉज शिवरिंग विद कोल्ड. Was and were are used, right? And first form of verb plus ing. And then next, वो अपने भाई को मार रहा था. He was beating his brother. Beating, beat, first form plus. So फ़कीर लंगड़ा रहा था, and फ़कीर लंगड़ा रहा था mean the beggar uh, uh, was legging. The beggar was legging, right? So here is next, and next is telling that was या वर्ग के बाद नॉट लगाने से फिक्रा मनफी बन जाता है. मैं आपसे मजाक नहीं कर रहा था. I was not joking with you, right? They just use not after was and were, right? मैं मुलाजमत के लिए इसकी सिफारिश नहीं कर रहा था. I was not recommending him for job. Construction is same with ing, and you have to use the not after was and were. Similarly, interrogative is construction is about that कि सवालिया फ़िक्रों के लिए was या were को subject से पहले लिखना होता है, and then all the construction is same like in negative sentence, but at the end you will put the question mark at the end of the sentence. लड़के खौफ के मारे क्यों कांप रहे थे? Why were the boys trembling with the fears? Sometimes फ़िक्रे के past continuous जैसे नहीं होते, लेकिन उनको भी इसी tense में लगाया जाता है. So we'll use एक आदमी बेंच पर बैठा हुआ था. A man was sitting on the bench. क्या उमर और अली सोए हुए थे? Were Umar and Ali sleeping? And then here is an exercise that मदारी अपने करतब दिखा रहा था. Madari is the juggler and showing his juggles or his action, was showing his action. बारिश हो रही थी. It was raining. वो पढ़ रहा था. He was reading. And तुम लाहौर कब? क्या शाजिया मुझसे कुछ पूछ रही थी? Was शाजिया asking me something? तुम लाहौर कब जा रहे थे? When you were going to Lahore? वो झूठे वादे नहीं कर रहे थे. They were not making false promises. They were not making false promising. वो तैर कर दरिया के पार जा रहे थे. They were passing the river by diving. कुछ बच्चे सूखे पत्ते इकट्ठे कर रहे थे. This is a simple sentence and you can do it. Next thing is about your third task is about writing skill, and it is about the writing an essay on Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as an exemplary judge of with the word of 220 to 250 words. So dear students, as it is about the writing task, so again and again in your previous lecture I have introduced to you how to write a paragraph. First one was about introduction, and second one was about the first one is about the title, about the introduction of the topic sentence, and first paragraph consists of the introduction and supporting detail and giving the idea. So second paragraph is the mid portion of your topic, and it gives the idea to support the facts and figures and the statistics and evidences from the society, from the area where you have put, right? While third paragraph is a concluding paragraph, and it is containing about the whole paragraphs from you have written for the favor or in favor unfavor of your chapter or your essay. So it is containing on the three things. First, from all the evidences and from the content you have written in support of your head of paragraph, and then second one is about the mid paragraph, your mid portion or your own opinion, what do you say, and third one is overall. You can put it you can put your own idea at the end of the paragraph, end of the chapter, end of your last concluding paragraph. So this is it, and let's move how to write an opening and introduction and presenting idea and mid portion and conclusion. So opening is starting from these helping verb, that it is often said. Many people claim that in this day and age nowadays it is hotly debated topic that can be. And second one is about introducing the topic, and it is from the starting of the paragraph. So it will be start from firstly, secondly, thirdly, and lastly. And then there is again supporting paragraph or mid paragraph presenting ideas and giving example. It can be combined with the first paragraph as well, as you are giving the example from the society. So by giving the example from the society or anywhere, you will put these words. These are helping words for you when it comes to you, or in terms of not only but also with respect to, as according to the expert or research has found that. So you can pick anyone from these words, and then expressing result or reasons. If you are talking about some reasons or the result of the fact from the society, from the given particular thing, so you will write as a result or as a result of or consequently. And then contrasting, if you talk about the contrasting concept, you will put these words: although, even though, subject plus verb, or despite the fact, or on the other hand, or however, nevertheless, less or even so. And concluding paragraph should be with to sum up, or in conclusion, all things considered, or taking everything in consideration. And then second and last one sentence consisting of your own opinion, you will put as far as my concern, or from my point of view, or in my opinion. So you can put or choose any one sentence you want to write. So our topic was about Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam as a justice person. So here are some prompts you can get from social life, from political and government life, from hygiene, from ethics and etiquettes, from knowledge and learning, and from human rights and relationship, and from laws and justice, and from commerce and economy. You can take all the aspect of Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam for writing your essay. So dear student, hope you will do it by yourself, as I have decided not to give you any material regarding writing an essay. I have given you sufficient examples, sufficient material to collect content for your essay. So dear student, inshallah you can get good result from learning these, from gathering all these points. So here it is your home task. Again, it is English 10 textbook, Karwan book house, and page number 10. Do it as on the books, and you have to use English simple grammar and composition, page 55 and 58. 55 to 58 is consisting maybe about the tenses, so you will take it. And here it is written in pink block. You are watching that. Refer to part B, page 13. Make a mind map for ideas. You will have to give supporting ideas, and you have to put an essay on 220 to 250 words, and you have to put the do the, after organizing a mind map for yourself, and then you will write the creative writing, right? So here it is all about today. Hope you will do it yourself, and everything will be okay with you, and you will get better result. And if you have some query, you can ask me in your WhatsApp group. Thank you very much, and Allah Hafiz from today.